Ball every season. Ball every season. Ball every season. Everything super around me, yeah, that's guaranteed. We ball every season. Ball every season. Ball every season. Keep it 10K with the team, we like a regime. We ball every season.
Welcome to Sports Minds, where all roads lead to sports and we talk ball every season. We are your hosts, Legendarius, Philthy, and Hashmaster Z will be on the way. What's going down? What are we getting into today?
It's tournament semifinal Thursday out in Vegas. So we talking NBA, and then we obviously got to get into this NFL. There was a lot that went down this weekend. But first things first, Jason Tatum's overrated, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. They pump this dude up year after year, saying he's so great. They're always trying to put him in the MVP conversation when he's really not. Like, in these big moments, he's not that dude. And this in-season tournament game was another example of that. And it's not just that. It goes to the playoffs the last 2 years when they played against Miami, when they played against the Warriors in the finals. It's just like, bruh, Jason Tatum he's not a killer. He's all right. Not all right. He's a good player. But, like, he's not on, like, that level where it's like,
right.
Yo, he's going to take over an entire series. He can't do it. He'll have a good game in a series, but he's not going to take over a series. And it's been like that for years. So
it's like, I agree. And I think what the American media does a lot, ever since the Jaw situation, now they're just scrambling, because all these European players and foreign players are winning MVPs, winning championships. And it's like, wait, y'all, we're supposed to be number one. John Morant, he's unequivocally, which I still believe, the best American player in the league that's younger than LeBron right now. And then, of course, we could argue everybody else, but you get my point. The young star, rising star, John Morant. Then John Morant happens. Then they're like, all right, now we need to find a replacement. Jason Tatum. It's like he's a Ford. He's a Kobe disciple. He went to LeBron's camp. There's no way this kid cannot not succeed, right? And like you said, Legendarius, it's like he's good. He's a B plus, and it's okay just being like good, but he's not an all timer like Kobe and LeBron right now. It's just like you said, he could take over games, but I don't think he could take over series.
Yeah. And then in a big game, it's like, all right, loser gets eliminated, elimination game. How's Ty? I'm not going to hate, but I'm not even going to ask how. I'm just going to say what is what. Tyrese Halliburton cooked Jason Tatum and cooked everybody else on the Celtics. Tyrese Halliburton.
Earning that Supermax money.
Yeah.
Man, the new point guard.
But you can just see it's like, all right, this guy's got it. And he was ready for the moment. And Jason Tatum wasn't. And neither was Jaylen Brown. And they haven't been for, I don't know, since his rookie year. And that's the thing. Is like, he's been successful every year. Who cares? Every year.
Yeah, it's like
they
depends on what your standard is.
Yeah, they made the playoffs. They made the conference finals. They made the NBA finals. Loss. And eventually gets to a point where it's just like, he's a loser. Why isn't he getting that LeBron slam? Remember LeBron? He kept making it to the playoffs and losing year after year. Then he made it to the finals and lost with, a terrible team, not the best team in the league. So, like, where's the smoke for Jason Tatum? It's always just like, oh, he's young. Just give him more time. It's like, how much more time do we need to give him? And it's like year 7 or 8 in the league.
Yeah. And it's the, what do they say? The law of 7 when it comes to, NBA players, by the time they hit their 26th or 27th birthday, you typically, the all-timers win their first ones at that time. because of the Michael Jordan scale. So he was 27 when he won his first. LeBron was 27 when he won his first. And then I'm pretty sure I think Kareem was in that class too. But yeah, Tatum's
bro.
about
Kareem won. Don't disrespect the captain. Kareem won as a rookie.
Indeed.
Did he?
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh shit! I thought it was Magic.
Magic also won as a rookie, but Kareem, when he was in Milwaukee, won as a rookie.
You sure right with Oscar Robertson. My
Yes,
mistake. Maybe it was Oscar Robertson that was 27. But anyway. But
somebody was old.
I'm saying someone was in their prime. God damn it! But it's just like with Jason Tatum, it's just at this point, it's like, no, I mean, it's okay just to be like, no, you good. It's just you're not that,
Well, I'm gonna take it a step further. It's fine.
Oh,
I agree with what you're saying, but I'm gonna take it a step further, and I've
do it.
already felt this way, and this just was another indication of that.
Yeah.
The Celtics cannot win with this Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown combo. Like, neither one of them are the guy that you need to win the game. It's like, like I said in the offseason, like they should have went after the game, but instead they're like, no, we're gonna give Jason Tatum $300 million, and it's just like, well, or no, you're gonna give Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, since you did that for Jaylen Brown, you're gonna have to do it for Jason Tatum because you're not gonna trade Jason Tatum. So it's just like, you guys are gonna be what you're gonna be, which is like, all right, you're good, you'll be in the conversation, but you're not like, they don't got the Giannis, they don't got the Embiid even, I mean, even though Embiid has strength, but like the dominant like alpha, I'm gonna win the game.
Right. Like, give me the ball. What are they? I know somebody summed it up perfectly one time when they said Jaylen Brown is a 2 player that tries to be a 1. Where it's like, give me the ball, and it's like, nah, you're a number 2, but all right, since you're the only one that wants it in crunch time, go ahead. Not that guy. And then and then you got Jason Tatum, who's a number 1 typically, by number standards he is, but it's like he has the mentality of a number 2. Oh, you could do that. Okay, I guess I'll pass it. I mean, I guess I'll shoot this time. This and that. It's like, it's not even like the whole, oh, you're scared of it in crunch time. It's just like, literally, like, he doesn't even pass like that. So it's like he just sits there being passive at times. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I totally feel like Porzingis, had he played, he would put him over, but that only goes to the point you two are already saying, which is like, you can't get it done with Tatum and Brown, which is how I felt anyway. So when they cashed him out, I was like, all right, cool.
You did say
don't have to worry about no title picture with Boston anytime soon, because they hampered themselves. Now you need Porzingis to come through for that, but as you can see, he's unreliable right now.
Yeah, and I agree. If they had Porzingis, they would have won that game. But I'm looking 7-game series. Even if they do have Porzingis, I don't see them beating Milwaukee, or maybe not even the Sixers at this point.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, if Maxi's gonna be playing psychotic like he's been doing during this stretch, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, Maxi's been balling ever since Harden left.
Oh no, absolutely. It's just you know my Philly win. So
yeah, second round Sixers.
Second round Sixers.
Well, sticking to
ahead.
the East, the Knicks got their doors blown off by the Bucks, 146-122.
Yeah, as expected.
Yeah, which we all knew.
Yeah,
I kind of was hoping it would have been worse, but what are you gonna
do? Right.
Yeah.
They're like, Dave, don't you wish you would have came to the Knicks? And it's like, no, I don't.
But like, they really thought they were gonna come out like, bruh, no answer for Lillard and Giannis
at all.
Yeah.
Julius Randle dropped 41 and didn't mean shit.
Bruh,
Yeah.
poor guy. Poor
Yeah,
guy.
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, yo, Julius Randle was like going crazy in that game. And it's like, yep, nobody else can make a shot. RJ Barrett, you wanna make a shot? Nope.
And you know what the thing is? The thing about Julius Randle, it's like, no, I'm a fan of the dude, but that the fact that he plays in New York and him and Jalen Brunson, it's like, okay, y'all the duo, but it's like we know what it is with Julius Randle. He's probably a 3 somewhere. Well, he's
Yeah.
one of the most scrutinized players in New York recent memory I've seen in a long time, because they just be like, this guy's trash, get him the fuck out. And
Yeah.
I don't know. And I mean, like, just performances like that, and then you're like, damn, you appreciate the guy, but then it's like it didn't fucking matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, it really didn't.
No, it
Like,
didn't.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah, absolutely did not stand a chance. It was just like appalling to see. But I would would have loved for like a bigger margin, just to get the Knicks completely the hell out of here. Like their fan base is completely delusional. So anytime they get a chance to get buried like this, I love it.
Yeah, no, it's humbling, so I understand. But shoot.
Well, getting into the West, did you have
right.
anything else for this matchup?
No, nothing else. I was like, we covered all the good points.
Going to the West in the quarterfinals, Pelicans beat the Kings 127-117. Yeah, I definitely had the Kings going, but now Pelicans had a little bit of that extra juice. Come to find out, these players, at least on the Pels, are a bit more motivated for that, that cash prize. Jose Alvarado came through, trying to do it for his kids and whatnot. So that's nice to see. I mean, I still wanted the Kings to win, but damn.
Right. No, I'm just laughing because I'm just bringing up the tweet that Josh Hart did, because him and Alvarez were former teammates. So he's like, buy some ice with that, you loser.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that
was
shit
great.
is funny. That was great. So folks who didn't know, so they're former teammates. So it's not anyone actually calling him a loser. But that shit is just hella funny. That's how you know you're real friends.
Yeah.
But
hey,
I
had the Pels winning. They were a matchup issue.
Yep.
Especially like on the interior with Zion and Valanciunas, and Brandon Ingram.
And the fact that
go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, it's just watching the Pelicans is fun again, because I would say, well, because Zion, hey, Zion's coming to play, like I think it was the tournament game when he had 11 of 11, right? Or was that a regular?
That was the game before.
God damn it!
He was trolling in this game for the most part, but
right,
it didn't matter.
Right. All I'm saying is the Pelicans, like you said, are a matchup nightmare. So
yeah,
for anybody.
Did you guys see the post game? The post game interview?
Oh yeah. What are they gonna do if they win it all in Vegas?
Yeah, just giggling like a couple of black bastards. You guys are disgusting. They're nasty. You already know. Zion too looking nasty. He already has it all set up.
Oh my, yeah. No, you don't have to tell me what they said.
Yeah.
They did it. They just sat there and giggled like we're back in the 6th grade. Like, Jesus Christ, get it together.
That's hella funny.
And then,
but yeah, you'd already know.
The controversy, how all the Lakers haters got to turn everything into a controversy.
Oh
so the Lakers pull out the win. And then all the conversations about, they called a timeout. He didn't have possession of the ball.
He actually did in the other frame. Technically.
Yeah. And regardless.
They
were still up.
And what did Kevin Durant say? He said there's 48 minutes in this game. Like one sequence didn't lose us the game. We should have played better throughout the game, so then we don't put ourselves in that position. Boom. I agree with that. Like
And
that's a
it's not like the game was tied. They were still
yeah.
down.
And Kevin Durant, missed a three to to tie it up or win. So
like that's what I can't stand. It's like, all right, yeah, bad call, but you still had an opportunity to tie the game or win the game, and you're still just like, let's go back to that call since we lost. Like, no.
right. And then Devin Booker, it's like you would have thought the way he was talking, he had a great game, but 7, 8 turnovers. Oh yeah, that too. 10 first half turnovers. That'll do it to you. There was a lot of factors in this game that was the real reason why they lost.
Yeah. And I'll say the greatest and the best was the fact that Jared Vanderbilt is back. And I don't know what is wrong with Darvin Ham. Like, I don't know why he can't figure this out. Jared Vanderbilt needs to be in the game in closing time because that dude is a lockdown defender. I don't care if he can't shoot. He doesn't need to shoot. Nobody else is going to get the ball in closing time anyway. It's going to go LeBron, AD, Austin Reeves. So how about we put our best defender in the game? Stop trying to hype up Cam Reddish. Stop trying to hype up Rui. It's Jared Vanderbilt. He needs more playing time, and he needs to be in the game in the clutch. But at least he was smart enough to put D'Lo's ass on the bench.
Yes. Get his ass on the bench.
Oh yeah. Now we gotta go to the semis, and we're gonna see it. It's only gonna get more tighter from here. Yeah, Lakers got their work cut out for them, being the lowest scoring winning team of the bunch. But new stage, so new scores. So we'll see what happens versus the Pelicans.
That's the veteran, of LeBron. We're just like, we're not gonna get into a track meet. I'm gonna control the pace. We're gonna play defense. We're gonna treat this like a playoff game. Like we ain't scoring 120 points. We don't play defense. I'm gonna control the pace. We don't win the game.
Right on the back of LeBron, baby.
Yeah, which AD
feels insane to
AD
say.
Always has AD always has like the nice looking stat line, but the reality is, like, bro, you scored 5 points in the second half.
Yep.
Like, I'm so sick of AD. It's like, you need to why can't you play an entire game? This is your job, to play an entire game. Why can't you do it?
A 40-year-old man's outplaying you. But yet, everyone's going to say it's LeBron's fault somehow.
Yeah, if they lose, somehow it's LeBron's fault. Like, LeBron drops 15 of the 19 points in the beginning of the fourth quarter. It's just like, all right, guys, we're not losing this game, but can I get some help, please? But I do like, how the stage is set. So we got the Bucks and the Pacers, and those are like two of the highest scoring offensive teams. So you can expect another high scoring affair there. And then with the Lakers against the Pels, it's the guys, although some of them got traded again, but AD wanted out of the Pelicans, traded Brandon Ingram to get AD to the Lakers, and now it's just like, all right, revenge game for Brandon Ingram, or it's just like more validation for AD.
Yeah, this is definitely the game within the game within the game. With that matchup, be interesting to see. Let's pick them. Who you guys got? Bucks, Pacers.
Oh, I got the Bucks.
God damn, the Bucks.
I'm on with the Bucks too. A bit more proven.
As much as I want to be like, point guard, baby, Halliburton. Yeah, it's Halliburton, and then it's a bunch of outside of like Miles Turner and Buddy Hield at a diminished form of himself. It's a bunch of G League players
like shit.
Right, exactly. It's a bunch of G League players. They're good looks, but they're not on the level of the Bucks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, even more so, it's just like the Bucks are a proven team. They have most of their like championship core still there, and they got Dame Lillard, like, and they're playing well. You saw, like, they were motivated in that last game. I do gotta say, I love to see. Even I'm being sarcastic here. Love to see Malik Beasley can make threes now when the dude couldn't hit a fucking 3-point shot to save his life on the Lakers last season.
Yeah. No, that shit's crazy to me.
But, you know, regardless, it's just like the Bucks, not only are they proven, it's just matchup wise, there's nobody that, like, the Pacers don't have anybody that's matching up with Giannis. And they also don't have anybody that's defending Dame. Like, they're just gonna, I feel like the Bucks are gonna score whenever they want to score. Obviously, the Pacers are a good offensive team. They'll put up points. But when push comes to shove down the stretch, like, Tyrese Halliburton is not beating Giannis and Dame Lillard for $50,000.
Yeah, no.
And then, of course, game 2, I'm rocking with my Lakers, man.
Yeah, Lakers.
What are we talking about? It's LeBron James. He gotta add. LeBron James got to add to his legacy. I'm the first one to win the NBA Cup. I'm the greatest player ever. Michael Jordan.
He ain't never won no in-season
Michael Jordan,
tournament.
Kobe Bryant never won. They never won the in-season tournament, okay?
Hey, the
and,
fucked
you know,
up
it's
thing
not
is,
even about my legacy. I did this for the guys on the bench. I did this for the young guys, you know. I did this for the – I actually – because they flashed to the bench, and I was just thinking, as like, look at all these people, like, not even dressed to play. I forgot that Gabe Vincent was even on our team. But it's just like, how nice is
like
that to be like, yo, I'm injured. I'm not even playing. I'm about to get $500,000
just from existing,
chilling in Vegas, just cheering for y'all, bro.
Right.
Go get this money.
Oh my god! But yeah, no, and that's hella funny. Like that you were saying that, because if I'm LeBron, it's like, you know, some people, you know, will try to poo-poo on it, you know, be like, well, you don't see the other people fighting this hard to, you know, to play. I was like, no, I am not gonna lie, watching these in season tournaments, it has been low key like playoff basketball to a degree, you know. And then like there's a lot of trolling in it too. It just makes it interesting to watch. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Especially
like,
when I heard about the point differential thing.
Yeah. It's like, all right, you want to tune into basketball in November and December, where typically it's just like, I don't care. Like, I'll watch on Christmas, maybe, if the NFL games are trash. But, like, as a whole, it's just like, I ain't tripping off of the NBA season until the NFL season is done. Where now it's just like, no, like, this is interesting. Like, I have already, like, planned my today, Thursday, like, my Thursday around the in-season tournament game. Like, all right, might have to go out and watch this. And then Saturday, for sure, I was like, all right, Saturday, we got more action.
Yeah, I agree. Because I'm doing the same thing tonight. I'm like, hey, the Lakers, I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, my only concern about this matchup, though, is I'm hesitant Darvin Ham might coach his way to an L on that one. I'm still not confident in his ability yet, so that's the only thing I'm worried about. But yeah, I can see the Lakers pulling it out.
Yeah, and then we got to, so we're predicting Lakers Bucks in the championship. Who do you see winning the championship?
The Bucks.
Same. You're all like, I like the Lakers. Like, that's my team, but right now we're not beating the Bucks.
No,
and it's because of AD's soft ass.
That's
bro.
correct. AD's getting his ass busted against Giannis. Giannis is busting his ass. And the messed up thing is, I don't think it's messed up, but it's just one of those things where it's like, once upon a time in 2020, where, and I was a victim of it too, where I was like, hey, AD is way better than Giannis. What the fuck? It's like, hey, he helped win a championship. XYZ.
I've never said.
Hell yeah. No, that was a real debate because think about it. Giannis may get all the accolades, but at the time he wasn't making it out of the second round. So I was like, then what are we really doing? It's the same level as what AD was doing in New Orleans, maybe. So and then what did AD do in 2020? Averaged 28. They won a championship. So but then after that, it was all over. And Giannis been busted his ass ever since. Like busted, like it's not even like funny. It's like
it's
you
embarrassing.
Can't even, right? Like there was once upon a time, AD was a top 5 player, and then it was like, oh, who's the best big man? Is it Giannis or is it AD? And then now it's like, oh, AD and Giannis. Like people laugh you out the room for putting them in the same sentence.
Yeah, AD. He's damn near not even a top 5 when like people are talking about him. Like I've heard like legitimate like arguments like I'd rather have Bam at a bio, and then obviously we seen what Jokic did, and then we saw Sabonis fucking clown AD earlier this season. So it's just
destroy,
like, bruh, like these are your matchups when you're playing against a good big man. Like there's only like 5 or 6 of them in the league. Like these are the times where you're supposed to play good, and he's like, oh no, not today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before we completely leave NBA, shout out Luka dropped a 25-point triple-double in the first half en route to absolutely shitting on the Jazz. Great basketball. Pissing off Dunn under the basket, ready to throw hands. Luka having a good time. I'm giving him buckets, bro. He's salty. I love it.
Right. He said he's just mad because I'm busting his ass.
And then the ref, can you guys shake hands? No, I'm not gonna shake his hand. And then you're just gonna give me a T? Come on, that's fucked up.
Yeah. No, that is fucked up.
Oh, I mean, since we're talking NBA drama, how about Ime Udoka and LeBron on Saturday night?
Man, that was the dumbest shit ever.
Right. If Ime Udoka don't sit his punk ass down.
For real. It's typical. I was like, bro, it's the NBA, where it's just like, of course, like you guys are gonna talk shit to each other, because neither one of you guys are gonna fight on the court. But it's just like hilarious. Like, what you gonna do, soft ass boy? I was like, yo.
Well, the funniest part about it was like LeBron was high roading that shit the whole time, and Udoka was just getting salty. He wasn't going down to his level, but it's like, dude, the ref is like 2 feet away from you. But for sure,
yeah, it's like, all right.
Did you see that old white woman in the back? She's just like, oh my god.
All the reactions was so funny in the back. Like I really thought he was talking way spicier.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, I got to see what he was saying because this old woman is like losing her mind.
Right. Oh my god.
But hell,
I love the NBA.
If I was LeBron, I would have been going after him talking about Nia Long. Like, how do you fumble that?
For real, I was waiting for that. You should have thrown that in. Perfect opportune.
So how do you get fired on your day off?
For real.
Oh, so this bag got fired in the offseason.
You fumbled Nia Long for this basic looking, snowflake.
So all right, but I'm soft. Get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Good God. Man. NFL week 13. The week that was Dallas, Seattle. Dallas pulls it out.
Yes, sir, we did.
It's a winning team. Winning record team. Oh my God.
A team with more than 4 years. Hey, a team with more than 4 wins. So
the goalpost continues to move.
But I already told you this before it was happening. How did the game go? Exactly how I said. I was like, it's gonna come down to Geno Smith needing to lead the team down the field to win the game, and he can't do it.
Well, either way, Dallas won. So
honestly, I blame whoever they did on that last play was to
I know.
cover
I'm
Micah Parsons.
What'd you say?
Philthy?
I said whoever called that play to line it up so Micah Parsons pretty much had no one to go against. I blame that guy. You pretty much let him get a free run at Geno.
Yeah, but I mean, did we really
Last play of
feel
the game,
like
you got to count for the best player. Guess not.
did we really feel like Gino was gonna do it? You know, like that's the thing. Like there's certain teams, there's certain players where it's like, all right, it's the end of the game. They got the ball. I think they can do this. Like, do you ever have that feeling with Geno Smith? It's like, oh, I think they can do this. It's just like it's over.
Well, the way Gino was playing,
He's
it was
elite.
definitely was a chance.
I
he
was
could have-
playing, nah.
Spoiler.
What was that?
I said
No,
the way
I
Gino
was-
was playing that night, he definitely could have pulled out a W. It was not impossible. Dallas wasn't really shutting it down.
Yeah.
DK was having a day. It was not impossible to think he would have ran down the field and scored.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
Well, I mean, was it really Gino or was it just Deron Bland? We're being real here.
It's a mixture of both.
I mean, it was DK. I mean,
my-
Bland still got it.
Michael
got a
Irvin
pick
said
too.
it best. Michael Irvin said it best. Deron Bland never played against a specimen like DK Metcalf. Got shocked, got shell shocked. You know, so now it's like next time when we play against a freakish receiver, he'll be ready. So I ain't worried about it.
Well, I mean, he was also getting cooked by the rookie
I mean,
Smith and
well,
Jigba.
it's part
To
of
be
the
fair, it wasn't only DK.
right, but you know, shit happens.
Like whoever he was guarding was going crazy.
Yeah, he's a
They
bad
were
game.
not.
That's
They
it.
were not going off on Gilmore. No, it's not even that. I just
Well,
think
Gilmore was one of the
like,
dummies that bumped into his man when DK had that walk-in
Right.
touchdown. Everyone just bumping into each other like a bunch of idiots. That was hilarious.
Regardless, Cowboys got another win. Respect to the Cowboys. They're not
Respect to the
9-3.
Cowboys, you know, and yeah, you know what, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those fans that I'm pretty hard to win over, and I'll give the Cowboys this. At least they're consistent. So at least when it comes to teams that they should beat, they beat the shit out of them. So now the next test during this 5-game stretch, when I said if we go undefeated 4-1, you might as well just I'm gonna be obnoxious because I'm gonna be like we're winning the Super Bowl. If we're 3-2, it's gonna go 50-50, as in like we might make an NFC championship or not. 2-3 and below, we're the same old Cowboys. So just checking that off right there on the checklist.
Working down the checklist. Chargers 6, New England 0, and probably another
Holy fuck.
a display of ugly football. But yet the Patriots still find a way to cover the spread. Go figure.
This was one of the worst games I've ever seen.
It was fucking disgusting
It
on
was
both
fucking
sides of the ball.
15 punts. So all you sick fuckers out there that like 1950s football and watching punts after punts, yeah, this was a punt orgy. So
I thought Jets and Giants were bad. Holy shit, this is way more stinkier.
yeah,
Yeah. Have you ever seen two teams like try harder to lose? And
But
I
now-
got it. Like talk about privilege. The fact that Brandon Staley still has his job after a 6-0 game against the Patriots. Like, come on, dude. Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
God, imagine being on the
Moving
East
on.
Coast and watching Chargers Patriots, then you flip your channel to the other available football game, and it's Falcons Jets 13-8, and another
The
display
East Coast
of
is
shit
taking-
football.
All right, the East Coast is just they're just being cursed with shit when it comes to football right now.
Now I don't know how
Yeah.
much what is fact, what is fiction, who cares? But once again, a more QB controversy in New York. As does Zach Wilson want the team? Does he want to be starter? He doesn't want to start. Tim Boyle's gone. Here comes Brett ripping ass coming through to give some trouble to Zach Wilson. Come on, Robert Saleh, figure it out, my guy.
Yeah, no, this
Well,
is bad.
I kind of get it as Zach Wilson because it's like y'all really like were
Yeah.
banging on me. Not that he's good, but it's
No,
like
yeah.
y'all are banging on me like, oh, it's just my fault, and like it's not the team as a whole. So then you disrespect me. You go with Tim Boyle, who's like never played, never won a game. And, I guess I'm not so bad after all. Now you want me? Fuck you. I ain't playing.
No, I this is the one time where I'm siding with Zach Wilson, where I'm like, bruh, you're not completely innocent, but this is not like I wouldn't trip because the Jets did you dirty. Like, how are you gonna pull him out like 3-5 times in the season, or be like, oh, he's the problem? I don't know. Like, they're literally saying that you're the problem, and and how are you supposed to take that as a young quarterback? But it's like, I get it. You could play better, but it's more of like, all right, you take me out for Tim Boyle. So we dropped 2 games that we probably didn't need to drop because y'all thought, all right, we'll just bury Zach Wilson. And it's like, for what? Are we trying to go to the playoffs or are we not? Even though you're not anyway. But if I'm the best chance we have to win, why pull me out?
Yeah.
Now,
and that's
apparently it was all a misunderstanding. I guess Zach Wilson was communicating that, his concern about getting hurt about behind the line. And then from there, it turned into he doesn't want to start. And I agree with Robert. I agree with Robert Salah. I mean, if he didn't want to play, I would have cut him too. So I think it's more a misunderstanding more than anything. I got to believe he wants to get out there. I mean, that's how you get your paycheck.
No, I feel that I agree with you. Like, I understand it was probably a conversation where it's still just like, yo, they didn't want me. They're all talking shit about me. And now they want me back out there. Like, fuck them. That's not the same as I'm not going to play. But it's just like, I don't want to play for these clowns, but I'm going to still do my job. But I don't want to. You know what I mean? It's like, do I want to or am I going to? Those are 2 different things. Like, I'm sure, we all have to do things that we don't want to do, Like your wife on a, let's not say a Sunday. Well, it's just for hypothetical. On a Sunday, it's like, hey, do you want to go to, insert place where there's no TVs and it's football Sunday? It's like, no,
Absolutely.
I don't want to.
No,
I don't want to.
Absolutely fucking not.
I sit up here 6 days a week. I do exactly what you told me to do. I need 1 day, 7-8 hours. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me watch football.
It's like, no, I don't want to. And I'm not
But
going
do we
to,
have to?
motherfucker.
The slate actually gets a little better as Arizona and Pittsburgh went head-to-head after very many weather delays. Arizona comes out 24-10.
I was right. Yeah.
You were. Well, it's because Kenny Pickett got hurt.
Oh, Kenny Pickett, is he really a difference maker? I don't think so. But it's more of more of like, hey, this is more about Kyler Murray auditioning either for the Cardinals or for anybody else. And I was like, so what? He's 2-2 as a starter right now. That's better than
the audition is over.
Better than 1-3.
The audition is over. The audition is over. Yeah. It's Kyler Murray's team. He's not going anywhere. They're not even in a position now to get a top QB.
Yeah. And that's how it should have been all this whole time. Like, and it's just the fact that the media just be downplaying some of these quarterbacks' talents. And it's like, no, it was never the quarterback. It was the structure of the team at the time. And not saying that Arizona's great or anything, but it's like, no, you have a difference maker at quarterback that's going to at least give you a chance every week.
Yeah. But I mean, who's Arizona's best offensive weapon? Take Kyler Murray out, like the second-year tight end.
Yeah, no one I'm scared of. No one I'm scared of. And then
back to the Jets.
Go ahead.
Just for a second, and this is the thing, like, I don't understand why these teams where like your expectation was at least playoffs, or just like, why, like, just be real, dude, and be like, yo, we're not even gonna try to win another game. They should not try to win another game. They'll have a high draft pick. They can have Marvin Harrison across from Garrett Wilson with Aaron Rodgers back healthy. And then actually in this offseason, go sign like a competent backup QB. So if Aaron Rodgers goes down, you got somebody else that can deliver the football. But you have 2 young, wide receivers that are going to be great, rather than like, oh, let's try to squeak out some more wins, even though we're not going to make the playoffs. We already have 8 losses. Like, there's no way we're getting into the playoffs. Let's go back to Zach Wilson and try to squeak out some more wins. Like, no, just lose and set yourself up for next year. Like, once your season ended as soon as Aaron Rodgers got hurt.
Yeah.
Set yourself up for next year. And the same thing with other teams. The only team that should really be trying to win that's trash is the Panthers, because they're not getting their pick anyway. But, like, if I'm the Patriots, I'm not trying to win. If I'm the Giants, I'm not trying to win. Like, it's over. Go get a quarterback.
Totally agree. They have so much work to do.
I'm saying, and and then even, and honestly, if I'm Caleb Williams, I'm just being very honest. I'm trying to see who's going to be the next Patriots head coach, because I know it ain't going to be Bill. And if it's not Bill and they have a real GM, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind going to New England. Just saying.
Well, they don't have any weapons.
Oh, I mean, shit. Well, like I said, a real GM, somebody who knows offense and shit like that, know how to build. All right, like there's talent in the draft. So,
are there any real GMs out there?
Gotta get a GM that plays Madden.
I'm just saying, like Bill Belichick just built the team like it was 2005 to 2008. So
that's true. Anyways, that was a little tangent. What other games we got?
It was a good game. New Orleans. Derek Carr goes down once again.
Let's go. Yeah, the Saints marching where?
God.
To the fucking L column. Yeah. Oh, when
Sam Laporta absolutely playing out of his mind.
We're marching to the L column.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints, Derek Carr, bro, like, this is 2 concussions. Yeah, this is 2 concussions now. He's been injured or, like, knocked out of, like, 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
It's over for the Saints.
Right now, my favorite part of the Saints when I watch them on Sundays is watching Jameis Winston get in the game, because at least I know the ball will go down the field.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love watching Jameis Winston play.
Throw that pick in.
And the sideline freestyles and shit.
Oh, yeah.
At Indianapolis, Tennessee, 31-28, went to overtime. Very exciting football.
Yeah, that actually ended up being like an exciting game. And on a Sunday where people couldn't score, didn't know what they were doing, forgot how to play football, that was actually an exciting game.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was.
How about Min-Chow? Min-Chow, bro.
Well, just when you thought Will Levis was gonna pull it off, they get the interception on the 2-point try. Special teams came through. Man, it was definitely fun. It's always nice to watch football with no stakes in it, and it's like, wow, I'm very excited for what's happening on both sides.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Colts are in the playoff picture for real.
Yeah,
they are.
7-5.
Gardner Minshew.
With Gardner Minshew.
Maybe they didn't even need Anthony Richardson. Trade him.
Well, that's the annoying part, because the Colts are succeeding without him, and everyone's like, "Oh, Shane Steichen, Coach of the Year." No, fuck out of here. Actually, no.
Wait, why not? Why not?
All right, I do want to talk about
Ryans.
this.
That's why.
Wait, for what?
Even D'Amico Ryans. Why is it that like now Coach of the Year is not like a team that's like actually gonna like win,
go deep in the playoffs,
or like have a great record? It's like, all right, cool.
That's true. They want to give it to bad teams that are decent.
This 6-5 guy gets Coach of the Year over me, who goes 10-2.
So you're right.
All right, let me go all the way. I go 15-2. I go 14-3. I'm not Coach of the Year, but this dude that's like 9-8, he's Coach of the Year. Like come on, dude. Like,
yeah,
exactly, for real though. It's like,
no, you're right.
You know, the
I
funny
did go
thing
14-3. Like I'm sorry. I think I did a better job than this fucking clown. Not a clown, but this guy.
is,
And it's like,
all
how's
right.
everybody voting? Like, yeah, totally.
So
This is the
you know
one.
That's because they love
what's
voting for losers and promoting
so
the underdogs.
so yes, but do you realize on the logic that everyone's saying right now, like, you know, how it's like when we talk about valuable, if it's something like as simple as coach of the year is so controversial, right? MVP, I feel, should have the same type of thing where it's like, oh, Tyreek can't win it. He's a receiver. It's like, no, this man's about to get 2,000 yards. He's 500 yards away. So that has to count for something. Or you're talking about, like, you know what I mean?
They give the credit
like that,
to us.
like, right. But, you know, and then when it comes to coach of the year, it's like, okay, me personally, it's either a great coaching job or you're so good, but so much better than everybody else, like the MVP, you should win it. So, like, if you're a 15-2 coach, or like, you know, Sirianni should have won it last year, not Brian fucking Dable. You know, because people did not even believe that Nick Sirianni could coach. So
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like Brian Dable. Oh, you made like a fucking like a Daniel fucking Jones be kind of serviceable. All right, cool.
Yeah, like you're one
good
game
for you.
above 500. Like,
Yeah, like
it
that's
wasn't that
nothing
great.
to yeah, and you still lost. And then look what happened this year. You're coach of the year, so shouldn't you be coaching them out of the slump? So no.
Well,
Yeah.
we danced around it. Miami 45, Washington 15. Not much of a competition here, but hey, coach of the year candidate Mike McDaniel strikes again.
Cowboys East.
Right. Oh man.
No, but on the real shit, it, you know, hey, Miami's a track team. This is what they do. So
yeah, I mean, they got the number 1 seed for now until the Ravens end their hopes in a couple weeks on New Year's Eve.
I will say
I
I'm
feel
liking the Hard Knocks though. This is cool. I have not quit. I have not quit it yet. Miami's is very interesting to see. It's way more interesting of a team than that last group.
Well, yeah, the Jets. Yeah, I was like, we seen the Jets like 3-4 fucking times. So,
yeah. All right, let's talk about the good games.
Let's do it, please.
Eagles Niners.
Woo! Talk about.
Even though it wasn't technically a good game, but you know,
but
it was.
It was
game.
a playoff. It was a playoff atmosphere in the beginning, and then you know, hey, Niners came out and was like, "No, we want revenge," and like y'all said last week, I get it. I know I was really upset, but the fact that the Niners came out and was like, "Nah, we're gonna get ours back," and y'all been playing all these like 3 games in 13 days. We got this. We got y'all. Like,
no, that's like exactly what I was expecting, because it's like, all right, the Eagles have played like tough teams. They played the Chiefs. You got to get up for the Chiefs, and then after that, they played the Bills. They win in overtime, and now they got to play the Niners. And it's just like, eventually they're gonna run out of gas, and it's like, you know, it was bound to happen. And on top of that, it's like you're still looking ahead. It's like, and we got Dallas next week. It's like, they're not going to win all these games. To expect them to win all these games was ridiculous. And then to like the way that everyone overreacted, it's like, oh my God, did you see how great San Francisco looked? I don't think the Eagles can match up. I was like, the Eagles had the toughest stretch thus far of any team in the NFL, period.
Yeah.
Whereas the Niners had extra rest and like came off a cupcake game. It was like, yeah, the Niners dominated as they should have. Let's see what happens in the playoffs.
I love the Hurts criticism from loser ass David Carr. Hey, maybe start Mariota. Yeah, because Hurts, he can't read it. He doesn't know how to read downfield. Yeah, let's do Mariota.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Is that what he said?
That? You should definitely check that clip. David Carr said with his whole chest on TV, Jalen Hurts is not that good. He can't read a defense downfield. He can't, do ball placement. Something's wrong with him. I say you sit him until he's right and start Mariota. Mariota is a more competent quarterback.
Hell no. We saw what Mariota could do last year.
Yeah,
He
he-
did. Did David Carr see it? I don't know.
Oh, well, maybe he was too busy deflecting defenders from sacking him again for the 8,000th time. So, yeah,
yeah, that's
that,
absurd.
that was wild.
He must have
can't
been
read the
on
film.
like it must have been on Jason
Fast
Whitlock's show or some shit. It's like, bro, like how do you even get airtime after that take? It's like
Yeah,
actually
yeah, that's wild to me.
everybody.
Yeah,
This is David.
He's
This is
continuously
David Carr's last
employed. I
show
don't
on
get it.
our. This
Right.
is David Carr's last show on our network.
All right, let's say it. Whose side are we on here? Are we going with the Philadelphia security fat bastard, or are we going with Greenlaw?
Greenlaw.
What the fuck was that?
I don't even know why this was a story. Like that was quite the overreaction for like what
Right.
actually took place. Is like he's literally just like everybody chill. So I'm not on either person's side. I just don't even know why this is like a conversation.
Yeah,
I don't think
Well,
Greenlaw
because
should have
it led
got Greenlaw
let's
shouldn't
just-
have gotten
to ejection, and the
ejected.
guy wasn't even like
Right.
team personnel. He's just security. He doesn't even call plays. He just fucking
Yeah,
protects
he's a
people.
local legend
But
out there.
like the police officer's already there, and you're inside the fucking stadium. So what are you really doing?
Yeah, no,
But he wasn't.
he's
It's not like he like pushed him, got in his face or anything. He's just like, all right, nobody fight here. Like, come on.
yeah, he's a local
like-
legend. They love
Well, if you
him.
see
Yeah.
that, it was totally incidental contact. Like Greenlaw, he was talking to some. He was trying to talk. He's talking to someone, hits him in the face on accident, and then it's just oh my god, you punched me. Like, bro, get the fuck on.
Yeah, so I don't think security guards should be banned or anything. No, fuck that. But he shouldn't be put in it. Like, it's like you're like, get the fuck up. Like,
Yes, that
You-
guy should
are
fuck
you-
off. Buy a
like,
ticket like
yeah.
everyone else. You're not
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
special. You
Yeah,
don't call
exactly.
plays. You're not even a towel boy. Get the fuck
Right.
off the field.
right? It's like what are you doing here? That's what I'm saying. So that's my personal take. But I
Oh,
don't- but
Philadelphia
everyone's going
legend,
to-
Philadelphia legend. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No one knows you outside of Philly, so get the fuck off the field. Why am I looking
No,
at
literally,
you?
I had no idea who he was, and they're like, "He's a local legend." I'm like, "Okay."
That shit was
and-
so annoying.
I
And
was
fuck
like,
Philly. Like, what are we talking about here? What the fuck?
A true Philly hater, everyone. Filthy.
Yeah. Again,
Which
I didn't
makes-
care either way. I just didn't think it should have
Yeah.
been news. I don't think that
Yeah.
Greenlaw should have got ejected either.
Yeah, that too. I'm just like, and it didn't matter because the Niners blew them out anyway. So
Yeah. Yo, I just gotta say, as as a black man, I refuse to change my take. But ever since I said Jordan Love was trash, this man been proving me wrong. But I'm not backing down. You trash, boy.
Okay, I'm glad we're talking about this because hey, you cost me a pick, man. I was like, yeah, no, you're right. I was like, he's been winning, but then it's like it's gonna end. He's gonna come back down to earth, and then next thing you know, he's balling out against the Chiefs, makes it one of the better Sunday night games we've had this year. So I'm just like, God damn, this
He's gonna
kid
keep
good.
balling. They got the cakiest
This
schedule
kid,
the rest of the season.
right, exactly. I was like, this kid good. This kid pretty good.
Yeah,
I love what I'm seeing from Love.
I was like, the Chiefs still had a chance to win. They did get robbed on that pass interference. I do gotta say though,
Yeah.
I heard the Chiefs defenders say that's the worst no call I've ever seen in all my years of watching football. And I was just like, really? Did we all get amnesia from, like less than 5 years ago when the Saints got fucking jobbed on that pass interference?
Yeah. That was the worst
Like,
call I've no call.
That's the
I've
worst
ever
call. And there's nothing even close to that. To say that this was the worst call is insane. It was a bad missed call, but do we really think NBS would have caught it?
seen. No.
Of course not.
I was saying we saw this man drop open 5 wide open passes that could have won games.
Yeah.
It actually, on social media, is like MBS has a highlight, a whole highlight tape of dropping wide open deep passes from both Rodgers and Mahomes. He has at least 8 in the highlight. It's just like wide open MVS dropped. It's just
Yep.
like, So
But this is more
Either
bad on the
way-
Chiefs though. Like they got to figure it out. You got about maybe about 2-3 games you can possibly lose before you're just like you fucked yourself, man. Like get it together. Your offense,
I-
your defense, get it together.
it's over. I told you, I called it like right after the trade deadline. They didn't make a move at the trade deadline. It's over. They do not have the offensive weapons to win. You take Travis Kelce out of the game, they have nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over. They're gonna make the playoffs. They,
And they'll probably make it to
They're
the
not
AFC
beating-
Championship.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're not beating Baltimore though, and I think if they play the Dolphins again, they're not gonna beat them.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's over. Not the dynasty.
But yeah,
This
just
season,
this year.
it's
Yeah.
over. You need to get a receiver that can like actually separate.
Catch.
Yeah.
They need a few receivers that can catch.
Yeah. Hey, hell, the Bengals got 3 receivers I can catch. How about Jake Browning?
Ooh.
Looking like the next coming of Joe Burrow.
So, well, Jake Browning took the Jags to Brown Town or Pound Town. You know, either
Either
or.
one.
But
Sexy Red Town.
Sexy Red Town. Oh my God. No, but you know the funny thing about that game was like at first I'm like, okay, well Jags should win. So do I tune in? Then I tune in, I'm like, hey, this is pretty entertaining. Oh, this is a good game. And then especially Jamar Chase catching that 76-yard touchdown. I was like, oh. And then here I am thinking that Jamar Chase
what
is
defense is that?
Yeah.
Like some of these play calls are idiotic. Or it's just like,
Idiotic.
we're playing a backup quarterback.
There should be no reason why.
Let's leave Jamar Chase 1-on-1 with no safety help. Like, no. Double team Jamar Chase the whole game. Let's make this backup quarterback beat us by throwing to anybody other than Jamar Chase. Just idiot play calling.
My favorite part were the trick plays from Cincinnati. What were we thinking
Oh,
there, guys?
God.
What's that about?
That was also insane. Like, how many wide receiver passes are you going to throw? Were you guys watching the Manning cast?
Yeah, that shit.
No, I was not.
It was so
dude,
funny.
The Manning
Oh my
cast, they
God.
were losing their minds. Like, because when they did the wide receiver passes, like they did 2, like once they did the second one, that was just awful. They're like, Jake Browning has thrown 2 incompletions. Why are we doing wide receiver passes? Like, what are we doing here? It was, Jake Browning had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
And another QB bites the dust. Trevor Lawrence, who
Yeah.
now claimed he refused to take a cart. I don't care if you refuse to take a cart or not. Get your ass on this cart. You're not walking off the field.
Right, you're gonna make it worse, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, did
Like,
you
what are you
hear
doing?
about that Jags employee scamming them out of like $22
Yeah.
million or whatever? They probably didn't have a cart in the budget.
He's like, we're not going to need a cart. Like, anybody that gets hurt, who cares, man? Get the ambulance or they can walk out of here themselves.
But those memes were pretty funny. It's like Jacksonville could afford to pull in the stadium, but can't afford a cart.
Yeah, that was so funny. They panned to the pool, and it's just like, yo, they look like they're freezing in that pool. What is the temperature? Like,
Right,
y'all don't heat the pool.
It's Florida, baby.
And like, who wants to watch a game like that? That seems awful. Like by the time the game's over, your skin's all wrinkly and shit. Like, oh damn.
Should have got in
The
the
sun
pool.
burnt to hell.
Florida's wild, period. So
Yeah.
shout out to GTA 6.
Well,
Nah,
not to
Trey Lance say.
cover this game, nothing really much to cover out of Tampa Bay, Carolina. But Mike
Oh my
Evans
God.
hit his 10,000-yard season, automatic Hall of Famer or what?
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer to me.
Yeah,
Behind
Hall
Jerry
of Famer,
Rice.
easy.
Like that
You got a
type of
Super Bowl ring.
consistency.
Yeah, and with bad quarterback play before the GOAT and after the GOAT.
Yeah, exactly. And he has like
Yeah,
and then he
Hall of
has
Famer without question.
how many double-digit touchdown seasons? Like 4 or 5. He has 91 touchdowns in his career. Like I think any receiver that hits like around that, if you're consistently getting 1,000 yards and 8 to 10 touchdowns a season, you're probably a Hall of Famer. But Mike Evans,
Even
we
Antonio
know.
Brown.
Me personally, I would put him in if he didn't go
Oh,
nuts.
I would. If we were just talking numbers, he has to go in.
Yeah, we're talking numbers. Antonio Brown's first ballot, even as is with his numbers, as is. Yeah, there's no debate. No debate.
But I don't think he'll ever get in.
No, he will not, because of what happened off field.
Put that shit on. Anyways, let's get into this. This week 14.
The 14.
The final week of fantasy for people that did good in fantasy. My team is tire fire. Anyways, week 14, Thursday night football. What a game! We got Bailey Zappi against Mitch Trubisky.
I'm ready for it.
Game of the week. Steelers,
Bill
Pats.
Belichick. Steelers, Pats. Let's go!
This is what football's all about.
Game of all time.
3-0.
Can't wait to see Al Michaels try and sell this shit.
Who we got?
I got the refs. Oh wait, I guess I'll take the Steelers.
I'm going Steelers. Because Mitchell Trubisky is going. He's gonna Trubisky. I mean, he's not like awful. He's all right. Like he's not Bailey Zappi. I'll tell you that. So but yeah, so I'm going Steelers. I think they just have a better collection of weapons. So that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I got Steelers as well. I think the Pats are in a faux tank mode. So the rest of the league just doesn't realize it yet. It was like, we're not trying to win, you idiots.
Right. It's over.
Done. I am done with Mac Jones.
Yeah, that is a fact that we all know.
Yeah. What we got next? Bucks Falcons. Battle of the NFC South.
The best teams in the league. All right. So I'm going with the Falcons. The Bucks defense have been too leaky. I think this is the time where like the cracks and the crevices are starting to show. And Falcons, whether we all believe it or not, or acknowledge it or not, they've been surging, as in like, offensively, running the ball.
I was going to say, surging. They scored 13 points against the Jets. I would really categorize that as surging. But I'm going to go with the Bucks. The Bucks win this game, and they're tied for first place in the NFC South at 6-7 because that's how bad the NFC South is. So I'll take Tampa Baker.
They're definitely producing some ugly W's, but I think the buck stops here, pun intended. Let's give Mike Evans another 100-yard game. Bucks.
I'm going Falcons just because of my bet. So.
All right.
And then Rams Ravens. Ravens at home.
You already know how this is gonna go.
It could be a trap game though. Could be.
No, they're coming off a bye. It's not a trap game.
I'm just saying. You know,
Who we got
but
next week? How's it a trap game? We don't even have a good team next week.
all I'm saying is like, look, Rams. They're off. I mean, their offense is still producing. I think it's gonna be high scoring either way. And then if it's not horse, it's gonna go one or two ways. Either A, it's gonna be high scoring because Sean McVay, he could call him some offense, and then of course we can all point back to the last time these two teams played. Lamar Jackson threw like what 6 touchdowns in the first quarter or some shit like that.
I was there.
It was out the game.
I was there. 45-3 in LA.
All right. So I am taking that into account, but this is not the same team. So, what the Rams are today, they're an offensive team. They play pretty solid on defense, but they're not like a defensive team by no means. Kyron Williams is the difference maker on this team. So it's not like they're playing against a broken down, Todd Gurley anymore. I think it's gonna be closer than we think, but Ravens pull it out. And
Yeah, give me the Ravens on this one. Just the better team on papers. I think points regardless. I think Ravens pull it out. On to Chicago, Lions, Bears. Possibly a bad weather game.
I'm gonna take the Lions.
yeah, this is a Lions get right game.
The last time we saw the Bears, they barely escaped after getting like 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
So I'm not very high on the Bears. Lions played, decent, even though they almost let the Saints back in the game last week. I think, this will be Lions jump out on top of the Bears. And then, Justin Fields has a couple highlight plays, but at the end of the day, it's the Lions game.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lions as well. Heading over to Cincy, Colts, Bengals.
And this now after Monday night, this is kind of harder to pick, but you know what? Why not? I'm hopping on the Bengals train.
Are you?
Yeah.
Give me the Colts on this one.
Honestly, I was gonna say Colts, but I was like, nah, it's gonna be two. Like damn, just something tells me Bengals aren't gonna just lay down. Not as I initially thought. So.
Well, it's not really about laying down. It's just the Colts are playing well.
No, the Colts are
Scoring
playing well,
points.
and the Bengals scored points too. Coach of the year, 7 and 9. That has to be a study, honestly, because that, like, the fact that we just brought that up and I never thought about that before is kind of wild. Where I'm like, oh, Coach of the year, you can win that shit with 9 wins, but if you're a 15-1 coach, you can't win shit because you're too good. Is that the whole point of coaching? Is to be good? Oh my god!
I love that. But I don't know if I'm gonna be loving this. Jags, Browns.
Oh,
CJ beat hard.
Jesus Christ! Yeah,
Give me the Browns.
Yeah. This is one of the ugliest games in the schedule. So yeah, I know.
I'll take the Browns as well. Flacco 2 weeks down in this offense. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Panthers, Saints.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Saints.
Yeah, Saints.
Give me the Saints as well.
Luckily, they get a layup finally.
A definite layup with Winston leading the ship. Let's go, baby.
I know. Let's go, Jay Boo.
Winston time. Texans, Jets, RIP Tank Dell.
Damn.
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 I'm still taking the Texans though.
Wait, hold on. Is Texans who?
Jets.
Jets.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going CJ. From
Give me
San
the
Andreas.
Texans. I'm
Receiving.
loving
Excellent.
and Will Anderson on the line.
Yeah.
Vikings, Raiders.
Raiders will lose. Oh,
Go Raiders, eh?
But I'm going Raiders.
Give me the
I'm going,
Vikings. Justin
Mobley's
Jefferson
team
should
coming
be
off
in
a
uni.
bye.
I'm going Raiders, bro. I'm going Raiders.
I got the Vikings.
The return of Jefferson. Give me the Vikings. Seahawks, Niners.
Niners.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Gino. I don't believe in you.
Too banged up on offense. Gino still shrinks under pressure. Give me the Niners. Buffalo Chiefs. Chiefs at home though.
At home though. Yeah, I think it wasn't. I don't think it was going to matter if the Chiefs were at home or away. The Chiefs got this. They got embarrassed. So I think Buffalo is kind of like in desperate mode, but I don't see them coming out of this game and win. That's me personally. Chiefs don't lose back-to-back games, not late in the season.
I'm gonna take Buffalo.
And you know what? And I'm not.
If Buffalo loses this game, they're below 500. They need this.
That's the crazy thing to me too, where it's like I'm not. It's like I can't see the Chiefs losing back to back, but if the Buffalo Bills lose this game, it's like there's no debate that it's over for them this year.
Yeah.
And then
I'm gonna roll the
that's
dice
why
one
they're
more
gonna win.
time on the new Bills OC. Give me the Bills.
All right, I'm changing my prediction. I'm going
Oh,
Bills.
flip flop like a
What
sandwich.
a
Hey.
fucking wow! I got the Chiefs then.
Wait, do I not have the right and free will to change my mind? When
Isn't it
presented,
okay?
No,
do
you
what
can
you
do
want.
whatever you want.
when
Ron
presented
Burgundy,
with
you can do what you want. You can do what you want, Ron Burgundy. I'll eat the dog shit. Ron, you don't have to eat this. Oh, it's disgusting.
I have a friend of mine who got shot in the Iraq War just so you can shoot your mouth off. So it's okay. Yeah, I'm glad you remember that one.
Oh my god.
Broncos, Chargers.
I'm going Broncos.
Let's go. Let Russ cook. Maybe don't. Let Russ
me the
hand the ball
Broncos.
off.
Here's me throwing another Hail Mary for Staley to get fucking fired. We'll find
Yeah.
out.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Sunday night football. Eagles, Cowboys.
I'm going
Eagles.
Cowboys. I'm going with my team. Yeehaw.
Eagles are reeling. Dak's playing great. Defense has to step up. Give me the Cowboys.
Give me the Cowboys.
Monday night football. We get blessed with, I don't know if it's a blessing yet, but we got two games. Titans, Dolphins. And so for some reason, these
Not a
idiots put the
blessing.
games on at the exact same time.
Jesus Christ. So if I had to choose between the Miami Dildos and the Tennessee Tits, I'm going with the Dolphins.
Miami Dildos. Put some respect on their name. I got the
Nah.
Dolphins as well.
No, but for real,
Like,
Miami,
I'll take the Dolphins.
by a landslide.
Yeah. And Packers, Giants.
Ooh,
The cakewalk continues. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, Packers easy.
Yeah, Packers.
Like we have these two games in prime time. Like this is like, you know what? Let's get two of these games on Monday night. You know, what do you want to watch? Let's get the what are we doing?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Let me take like 1 second to look at two games that are better than what they're putting up. Oh, we could have put the Rams and the Ravens on Monday night. Oh,
That's because you just want to see them on Monday night.
Colts and Bengals. No, they're actually like teams that are, good.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, you're right.
Like that would actually be competitive.
Or
Bills Chiefs. Do we want to see that in prime time? Nah. Let's have that one on. Let's have that one just afternoon game. Like, who wants to watch Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen, who typically have like epic battles and have been kind of like faces of the league of the AFC for the past 5 years. Yeah. Do we want to watch them in prime time? No, man. We got to see the fucking Giants against the Packers. Like, what are you talking about?
Hell,
we also got to see, Will Levis against Tua. Like, come on, man. Yeah. We've seen Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes play too many times. Tired of it. Get some other teams. Get some other teams in prime time. Yeah. Ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
No. And then what's the point of having a flex schedule if you're not flexing?
Yeah. And I'm already lobbying. You're a Ravens fan. You want to see the Ravens in prime time. New Year's Eve. You need to flex the Ravens and the Dolphins into the prime time game.
That is
going to be for first place in the AFC. And right now,
that's a big
game that you have for Sunday Night Football. The game you have right now for Sunday Night Football is the Packers and Vikings. Don't care.
Oh hell yeah, that's the game I have circled on my calendar.
So who wants to go to who cares about going to Miami on New Year's Eve at night when we could go to good old Wisconsin or Minnesota?
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Absolutely fucking.
Wow. Before
how you guys feel about these? How do you guys feel about the college playoff rankings over here? Justice for FSU?
I mean,
no, hell no. The fuck?
Come on, bro. FSU's best win is against LSU, and you know how I feel about LSU and Jaden Daniels. Garbage. Anybody who ever believes in Jaden, the fact that this dude is a Heisman finalist is just like, oh my god. It's like, yeah, you put up numbers against scrubs. It's like, he did it in the SEC. Okay, who did LSU play and beat? The dude is 9-4. It's Michael Penix all day for the Heisman. If Michael Penix doesn't win the Heisman, it's a travesty. Back to FSU. That is your best win. Your best win is against Jaden Daniels. Outside of Jaden Daniels, who did you beat?
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody.
No. Yeah, justice for FSU. Like, you're crying because
Alabama beat.
You probably moved the ball against Louisville. It's like,
well, I also agree with the committee when they literally install language that says, we reserve the right to, switch shit up, due to injuries or any other unforeseen circumstances. So they pretty much protected themselves. So what do you expect? Really, FSU should just be mad at TCU because they really blew all this shit up anyways.
Exactly.
They're not going to experiment anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, also, and they're going to end up looking stupid because it's like, all right, you guys are complaining to get into playoffs. Well, guess what? You get to play Georgia in your bowl game, and Georgia's going to fucking embarrass you. And then all the crying you're doing about how you got screwed is like, maybe not. Since Georgia just embarrassed you, and they lost to Alabama in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
So no screw job, and it doesn't even matter. Because moving forward next year, there's 12 teams in the playoffs. So womp womp womp. Move on.
Yeah, find something else to bitch about. Floridians.
I gotta say before we wrap, this whole MVP garbage, and we already talked about Coach of the Year and that garbage, but this MVP garbage, the fact that Jalen Hurts isn't even in the conversation and Brock Purdy is like the co-front runner, it's insane. You actually look at, like, I don't know why there's so much Jalen Hurts hate. It's like, number one, he has the best team. Number two, he has the most touchdowns in the league. Number three, he has more yards combined than both Dak and Brock Purdy, but he's not in the conversation. And Brock Purdy's in the conversation. Yeah, like, why?
It's because he's in Philly. Philly hates their black QB.
They really do.
Look at McNabb, no love. If he was on another team, he'd get proper love. Philly hates like certain people doing certain positions. That's why that story
I
came
guess
out
so.
that whatever, I forgot the media dude's name, talking about Brock Purdy. Oh, Brock Purdy was an Eagle. He'd be a god, I tell you. Oh, but not Jalen Hurts has been producing for you guys and fucking brought you so close to Super Bowls and whatnot. Way to turn your fucking back. Got it.
Yeah.
Basically.
And like, what's hilarious is like, same thing. You go to Miami, the talk isn't about Tua; it's about Tyreek Hill. But somehow, for Brock Purdy, who literally has like, as Nick Wright says, the Avengers on offense. It's Brock Purdy. He's the difference maker. He's the one that's in the conversation. And it's like, no, it's literally everything around him that is like making him good. But it's like, if we're going to put Brock Purdy in that conversation, it's like, all right, then put Tua in the conversation. Look at Tua's numbers. He has,
basically.
he's putting up, insane amount of yards, same amount of touchdowns. Why isn't Tua in the conversation? Oh, no, it's Tyreek Hill with Tua. It's like, so it's not McCaffrey and Debo and Ayuk with Purdy? It's Purdy? Like, get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
I know Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and Shanahan's going to be getting Trent Williams some really nice Christmas gifts because he's the one really saving the Niners on offense every single fucking time, that big-ass body.
Yep. Now, as we end, this MVP talk, we got to shout out another MVP because this is episode 41, the Dirk Nowitzki episode, MVP 2011. Gave LeBron and the Miami Heat, the Heatles, they gave him a lot of work, got his championship. He loves black women. For real, he said his crushes growing up were Little Kim and Foxy Brown. Man of the people. And that was in Germany. You know how racist they are out there. Anyways, this is episode 41, baby.
Oh, my God.
Like always, like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. We'll be back next week. Who will win? Eagles, Cowboys.
Cowboys, baby.
The fans. Woo!